Imagine a world where happiness isn't just a choice, it's a contagious force binding everyone together, leaving only a handful of miserable souls to resist. That's the gripping premise of the new Apple TV series Pluribus, and it's sparking debates that could keep you up at night. But here's where it gets controversial. Is enforced unity really a utopia, or is it a nightmare in disguise? Stick around, and let's unravel the meaning behind the title and the show's thrilling twists that are already captivating audiences everywhere. Created by the brilliant mind behind hit shows like Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, Vince Gilligan, Pluribus has landed on Apple TV with a bang, boasting a perfect 100% fresh rating on Rotten Tomatoes and starring Rhea Seehorn from Better Call Saul in a starring role. This sci-fi thriller is generating buzz like wildfire among TV enthusiasts. It's not just another show, it's quickly becoming a centerpiece of pop culture chatter. Yet, for those who haven't dipped into its first couple of episodes yet, or even for seasoned viewers seeking deeper insights, questions are popping up. What's the core story of Pluribus? And more importantly, what exactly does Pluribus mean? The official Apple TV description sums it up as, "The most miserable person on Earth must save the world from happiness." To truly grasp this genre-bending series, understanding the title's roots is essential. So, let's break it down gently for everyone, including newcomers to sci-fi concepts. What does Pluribus mean in English? As highlighted in our comprehensive Pluribus review, the show's title draws heavy inspiration from America's national motto, E pluribus unum, a Latin phrase that translates to out of many, one. In this context, pluribus essentially means many. Just like the motto symbolizes diverse states and individuals uniting into a single cohesive nation, Pluribus explores a global scenario where nearly everyone converges through a shared sense of joy. Think of it like a massive group hug on a planetary scale, where differences melt away in favor of collective bliss. To add a bit more flavor, the production team shared some behind-the-scenes insights. The title struck Vince Gilligan early on, they revealed, but he toyed with hundreds of alternatives before circling back. Now, he feels it's the perfect fit, intuitive and resonant. This decision-making process underscores how a simple word can encapsulate profound themes, making the show feel both timeless and urgently relevant. Now, onto the heart of the matter. What is Pluribus really about? Without giving away too much for those avoiding spoilers, the plot centers on Seehorn's character, Carol, a perpetually unhappy individual tasked with rescuing humanity from an overwhelming wave of infectious joy. But to dive deeper into the narrative and connect it back to the meaning of Pluribus, we'll need to venture into spoiler territory from the premiere episodes. Fair warning, major plot reveals ahead if you haven't watched yet. In a tense scene near the end of the pilot, Carol dashes home and switches on C-SPAN, frantically searching for explanations. Miraculously, a White House official appears on screen, waiting for her call. Dialing the number displayed, and yes, fans have been buzzing about that interactive detail, she connects with Davis Taffler, the Undersecretary of Agriculture for Farm Production and Conservation, played by Peter Bergman. He lays out the shocking backstory. This wasn't some classic alien takeover, but extraterrestrial influence nonetheless. About 14 months prior, astronomers detected a repeating radio signal from 600 light-years away, possibly echoing for eons. Composed of 4 tones mimicking guanine, uracil, adenine, and cytosine, the building blocks of life, it decoded into a nucleotide sequence for RNA. Scientists replicated this in a lab, creating something not quite alive, not exactly a virus, but more like a psychic glue that unites minds. And this is the part most people miss in their initial excitement. Every person on Earth, barring Carol and just 11 others, succumbed to a hive mind, a shared consciousness where individual thoughts blend into one collective experience. Picture it as everyone moving from many to one, a direct nod to the motto's ideals, fostering unparalleled harmony. The goal? to uncover why Carol and her peers resisted, so they too can join the fold and bask in universal contentment. But here's the twist that flips the script and fuels endless debates. In a society where happiness is typically prized above all, Carol rebels against this imposed unity. She cherishes her autonomy and personal misery, refusing to surrender her free will. Her quest is to shatter this facade of paradise and reclaim humanity's emotional diversity. Pluribus doesn't just entertain. It probes the dark side of utopian dreams, questioning if a world of forced togetherness erodes what makes us uniquely human. Is this contagious happiness a blessing or a curse? And this is where it gets truly provocative. Some might argue that true happiness thrives in diversity, not uniformity, contrasting sharply with the show's hive mind utopia. What if resisting joy is the real heroism? New episodes drop every Friday on Apple TV, so if you're hooked, it's easy to binge. But before you go, let's spark some conversation. Do you side with Carol's fight for individuality, or do you crave that unified bliss? Is enforced happiness a dystopian threat or the ultimate goal? Share your thoughts in the comments. Do you agree, disagree, or have a wild counterpoint? We'd love to hear.